Yo, YouTube, this is the 25th episode of the podcast. Today I'm here with Henry and Jacob. It's a one-topic rundown because we're going to start doing this actually more. And guys, heads up, next video, if as long as we don't record the next day, from now on, I'm in DC right now, so starting on Saturday or Sunday, if you see a video on Saturday or Sunday, the audio is gonna be a lot better just because I'm in DC right now, and that's the line. And I didn't do my mic because I'll be paying to bring during TSA. All right, Jacob, what are your predictions of what do you think the Redskins are? What do you think the Redskins' schedule is going to be or record?
Well, here, first off, let me just tell everyone that if you didn't say it already, the topic is our NFC East predictions.
NFC predictions, yeah.
I'm going to go down the line. So let's start at the bottom, who I think will come in fourth. As an Eagles fan, I'm going to say the Eagles. They're a developing team with a lot of draft picks in 2021 who could definitely be good in around 2023. Hopefully, if they can develop their rookies or their young guys like Devonta Smith, Miles Sanders, or Jalen Hurts. The problem is first off, it starts with coaching. Then it goes on to the defense. They have a terrible defense. And then it goes on to the factor that they don't have such a good offense and a terrible O-line. But that's only because the O-line was injured for the most part. So I think give the Eagles 2-3 years and they'll be good, but not this year. This year, I think they win 4 games max. So coming in third out of the Dallas Cowboys, they overpaid Dak with $160 million. He really is not worth being the second highest paid quarterback in football. So, they have a very good wide receiving core with CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. I think he came back, and Amari Cooper. So, and then on the ground, they have Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, and they still have Zach Martin at O-line. The only problem is that their defense is not so good. Their secondary is not good. And they missed out on Patrick Surtain in the draft, but they somehow ended up still getting Micah Parsons. Okay, so coming in second, I have the New York Giants with a very, very bright future. After
Jacob, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but how many wins are the Cowboys getting?
I want to say 6. I think they'll finish with 6 wins. Okay, so now we're at the Giants. I'm gonna say the Giants are I think they're a 9-win team. Let me explain. I think that their defense, the amount of guys they got in free agency, and it's crazy how they were able to build James Bradbury into a nobody quarterback, and now he's some top 5 quarterback. It amazes me for sure. So I think they're set on defense, and they also have Logan Ryan in the secondary. They added a lot more guys. I think they added some guys on the defensive line too.
Yeah, can I say it?
Uh-huh.
They got Adoree Jackson. I forget the other guy's name, but they got one of the really good guys from it. So they got Adoree Jackson also. So it's gonna help their press, off defense. So yeah, I agree here with the Giants here.
Right. Well, I think they have Logan Ryan. They re-signed Leonard Williams. I'm pretty sure. And then
he's their captain.
So now we go to their offense. Daniel Jones is not so good, but he has time to develop with adding John Ross, Kenny Golladay, and then even Kyle Rudolph now. And plus, he still has Saquon on the ground, who is coming off an ACL injury, which is usually a very deadly injury, but I think Saquon can get back to normal for sure. So I have the Giants going 9-8 since it's a 17-game season now. So now at the 1 seed, I have Washington going 10-7 and winning the division with Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I don't think he's that good, but I think he'll certainly better. He'll be better than Dwayne Haskins or Taylor Heineke, even though Heineke had that one very good game against Tampa in the playoffs. They added Curtis Samuel on the receiving core. They have Terry McLaurin, who's a top 15 receiver. They got Antonio Gibson, who is very underrated. And Logan Thomas isn't too bad either. But Washington's strength is their defense. They have Montez Sweat, Chase Young, I would say Ryan Kerrigan, but he's not there anymore. He joined the Eagles. So, and then who are their cornerbacks? Their strength is the D line, though, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with Chase Young and all that.
Right. I think Chase Young is going to be very good in the league. So yeah, that's my input on the NFC East for next year. I think they will be the third best division. I think the NFC North will be the weakest. I'll talk about that in the next video.
All right. Henry, what are your predictions?
I feel for fourth seed, I have the Giants. They did have a good offseason, but if you think about it, they added a few receivers, and we can say what's his name's a very good receiver, Kenny Golladay. But the thing we don't realize is he's 30, 31 maybe. And Kadarius Toney, I don't even know who that is. Anyway, and when you have a not very great quarterback like Daniel Jones, you don't know how they're gonna do. He either plays really good or awful, like very bad, and that's just why with this team coming in last, because I just feel that they don't have what it. They're gonna lose their games. They don't have enough to win. And then for third, I have coming in the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they come higher in this division just because it's so bad and they don't have the hardest of schedules. But it all depends on Jalen Hurts and their new coach. Sirianni, I think, is actually going to turn out to be very good. At first, I didn't like him just because he didn't have much experience, but now people are saying he's going to be good. So I think it's up to Jalen Hurts on are they going to be able to win games? And they have a really good talented receiver in Devonta Smith. So I think if they develop more together, they've obviously played together in Alabama in college. So I think that duo could work out really well if they get used to NFL level. And then in second, I have the Washington football team. The football team, they are very good. It's just, what are they going to do with the quarterback in Fitzpatrick? He's not going to win you
Hey, Henry,
that many. Yes.
can I say one thing? How many games are the Eagles and Giants going to win? We have to start saying
I
that.
have the Giants in 5-12, and Eagles, I'll say 6-11, and then so I have the Washington football team coming in at 7-10 because I don't know how many games you're gonna win with a quarterback like Fitzpatrick in.
Okay. What? Explain this to me. How can you put the Eagles over the Giants when this is coming from an Eagles fan too? How could you put the Eagles over the Giants when we both know how much worse of a situation the Eagles are in?
Like, bro, the Giants are the Giants. The Giants suck. They've never been good.
They might. I hate the Giants. Don't get me wrong. But if you look at their defense, they're way improved from last year. Their offense is more improved, and even though Kadarius Toney was not the best move,
it's Daniel Jones.
He's a speed receiver. He's someone who can get the ball deep.
All right, I'm gonna say one thing.
Jones.
I'm a Giants
They have
fan.
one of the best tight end cores now too. Like I'm not assaulted. I'm not that much of a salty Eagles fan where I could put the Eagles at third.
I'm a Giants fan here, but Henry, I have very choice
Okay,
words.
Len, you probably have them coming in first. So that's not.
No, I have them coming in first or second. Like, I'm gonna put the Cowboys and Giants very close to each other. Like, I have the Redskins winning. I know I already left it away, but like I have the Redskins and Giants coming down to a last game situation, but the Eagles are probably gonna tank again. But that's it.
I just don't know. I just don't think. I don't know why you'll think a team. For the football team, how do you think Fitzpatrick's going to win more than 7 games?
All right.
It's Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's old.
Right.
Their only weapon is what
they can perform. The defense, if he just has to play average, the offense just has to be average. Their defense is insane.
Henry, I think you deserve the Stephen A. Smith role on our podcast. Henry, I love you. No homo, but like
honestly, Henry, politely, fuck you.
Okay, in second, I have the Washington football team. I mean, their defense is easily top in the league. They have some Chase Young, obviously gonna be the best defensive player in my opinion. They have really good secondary, and then with weapons like Terry McLaurin, I just don't see how they're gonna get out of the division, even though it's not great with Fitzpatrick. Number one, I have the Cowboys. They're gonna be good. We underestimate them just because of their injuries. Their defense, everybody was hurt. You have um you have they have um pretty decent line with the Marcus Lawrence. And same thing with their offensive line. It's just what's that guy's name? He like hurt his neck. Their offensive line's gonna be back. Dak Prescott, he should be fine. They have a stellar wide receiver core. And I don't know how anyone's gonna stop them, to be honest. If they're healthy, they can be a top team. I'm not gonna lie. So I have them coming out of the East. But I think maybe if Fitzpatrick's playing like an average Q, it could be close. But I have the Cowboys coming out.
All right. My prediction is all right. I'm sorry guys if you hear a background noise. I'm in a hotel. I don't know what's going on right now. But for my fourth place, I have the Eagles, and I'm not saying anything stupid here. I think the Eagles are going to win about 4 games here. It's because the Eagles weren't good in their division when it comes to division games. And even though the Giants haven't won their division like 4 years, they've always been good at their division games. And Henry, can you agree here? They've won their division games. They've won their fair share of division games. Can you agree here, Jacob?
Not against the Eagles.
No, they went 1-1 against the Eagles last year. They swept the Cowboys. Or no, they went 1-1 with the Cowboys and they swept the Redskins.
Yeah, when was the last time they beat the Eagles?
They went 1-1. And last game of the season.
Before last year.
That's true.
Who beat you 4 times in a row?
That's true. All right, fine. All right. But good luck winning 4 games this year. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
shut up. This is the one year you guys have credibility. Just shut up.
Okay. No, yeah. The Eagles. I'm not a team just to hate. I think the Eagles are going 4 or 5 years. They're back in rebuild mode. It's kind of funny because the whole division's in flip right now. You would normally have the Cowboys winning the division, then you have the Eagles in second place, and now you have the Giants in third and the Redskins in fourth.
Well, when's the last time the Cowboys won the division?
2017, 2018. Like they were good.
2017. We won the Super Bowl in 2017.
No, 2016, 2017. 2016, 2017.
Like they were normally the division winners when it either comes Eagles to them. So just want to have the division.
Who didn't get past the second round? Who hasn't got past the second round in almost 40 years? The Cowboys.
At least
how many Super Bowls do you guys have?
In their receiver in
how many Super Bowls do you guys have?
Few.
How many Super Bowls have Dallas Cowboys fans actually been alive to see all those Super Bowls?
That's true. That is true. All right. Let me get to this before this doesn't turn to first take. All right. Yeah, I have the Eagles winning 4 or 5 games this year. And they're a young developing team. I think they're gonna progressively get better and then just stay up there until Jalen Hurts retires or any of their young players retire. I have the Cowboys because I look at this. I think a team was like $350 million. They paid someone like 2.5. They paid about half their salary, like 80% of 40% of their salary just to their quarterback. Like what else can you do about? You have Zeke who wants a max contract. You have Cooper. You have Zach Martin. Like you have so many good players that I don't know how your salary's gonna maintain. Especially they're gonna become into salary cap hacked in the next 3-4 years. That's why I have the Cowboys and they're probably going to win 7-8 games. I have the Giants in second place with a very close game, and I'm going to call it either the Cowboys or the Eagles are going to tank, and in that last game of the season, and knock the Giants out the playoffs. So I have the Giants winning 9 games this year because Daniel Jones isn't perfect. I know that, but he's better Eli Manning when it comes to running. But Eli Manning's a Hall of Fame quarterback. 2-time Super Bowl winner. Daniel Jones.
Even though I hate the Giants, Daniel Jones owns the Redskins. Or the football team. Whatever, same shit.
Yeah, he's 4-0 against them. Most of his wins actually came from that. No, but yeah, he's not perfect, but he definitely shows glimpses of upcoming potential. And he definitely is getting better at him making better decisions. He actually has one of the best deep ball accuracies. You can check that out. This video is going to be way too long, but I have the Redskins winning, like I would say 10 to 11 games this year. They have a good team. The only thing is that the Giants have really easy schedule. But they have like 2-3 hard games. That's it. No, but the Giants, the Redskins have the same core. No one really left besides Ryan Kerrigan and a few other players. But Alex Smith is a sheer down. Fitzpatrick is a sure downgrade from Alex Smith, and we can all agree about that. I mean, that's
Red.
really it. Yeah.
One thing, how do you feel about missing out on Devonta Smith?
Shut up, Henry. All right, that wraps up this episode. Me and Henry are gonna have a talk about this. See you guys next time.
January 2nd, January 4th, 2021.
What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
When the Eagles knocked the Giants out of the playoffs because the Giants are
Yeah.
choked.
All right, guys. I'm gonna have this discrepancy with them. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.